player versus team.
It's like they almost want them in there.
And see, look at that. Corey didn't want to come back. He was talking all that smack behind the camera, but don't want to bring it back to the front. That's why.
Lamar, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get caught.
Fast, but even sometimes Westbrook, don't do that, Case. Don't do that.
Hey, Andrew Wiggins.
Hello. What's up? And my boxes is still wrong. It still want to do its own thing. All right, welcome to a special edition of Player versus Team today. In the building, we got Mel. What's up, Mel?
What's up? What's good?
We got John, a usual guest. We got Willie, and we got special guest, courtesy of Will, his show. We got Daniel Dick. He's on the show. Thank you for coming through.
You bet. How's it going, guys?
So, before we start, of course, like and subscribe. But we about to get it. It's about to be rumbling up in here because we about to get to the Bron, anti-Bron, the Lehaters versus the fans, the Glazers versus the fans. I don't know what we about to do, but it's got to get on and popping.
The oldest story ever told.
So first off, I'm just gonna put this picture up here and let y'all do what you want to do. In fact, who wants to go first though? What side? Anti-Bron?
Oh, I'm always for Bron.
I wish you had a coin flip, huh?
I said I'm always for Bron. I can go first. It's fine. What are we doing? Somebody show me this picture here.
All right. So I was gonna show the update of the LeBron, his miraculous fourth quarter comeback. And I know that the anti-Bron people are not going to like this because that is a big substantial feat. So, Daniel, you said you wanted to go first. Go ahead. What is your argument? Sure. Your opening statement?
Is in a regular season game, he had his largest fourth quarter comeback. Is that what I'm?
Yeah, I'm just starting off. Okay. That's just recent news. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, great. How much was it? How many did he come back by? I didn't see this.
21.
21.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. It's a regular season game to me. I don't think at any point that we should be talking about LeBron greatness in the regular season because I don't think that he's not fully invested in the regular season. They're trying to limp into the playoffs at this point so that then the actual conversation can start as far as like his success this year, I think. But it doesn't bother me at all. He hasn't had to come back in a whole ton of fourth quarters, but I guess it's just a regular season game. Who cares?
So
honestly.
The question I want to pose for the entire panel really becomes like the LeBron Jordan thing, because that's what we were talking about last time. And I know it's gonna be heated because Mel has his opinions, Dan, you have your opinions. So as far as the LeBron Jordan GOAT conversation, let's start there. Mel, What you guys say about this?
About what, the 21-point comeback?
No, Jordan versus LeBron.
Jordan versus LeBron. No, first of all, tell us about the 21 comeback. How do you feel about that? That's a wonderful feat, though.
Is it? I mean, great.
If it was anybody else but the Clippers.
Even though LeBron fans like, who gives a shit?
Great. I mean, is it? Look, if you great, you don't got to be down by 21.
Fact.
No, but the fact that he's 39, so like. If you put this same argument Tom Brady, people will be like, "Oh my God!" Like people will be losing their mind. Wouldn't they?
Well, you have to understand, football and basketball are two different things. Tom Brady don't play defense.
Exactly.
No, that's true. That's a good argument.
So if you're going to play basketball, you have control over what's happening on offense and defense. So, if you dig yourself a hole, you can dig yourself out of it, and that's pretty much what he did.
Okay. And much like Tom Brady, LeBron doesn't play defense in the regular season either. So that's
definitely.
He already knew.
Hey, right. As long as you understand, it's about to get
right.
Okay. So to the GOAT argument,
that's a non-starter.
As long as everybody here is established that Bron, Jordan are 1, 2 in whatever order you have them in, that's a basis I like to start at. See, if that's not the case, no. Okay, so what I'm saying is like you're saying Jordan's number 1. That's fine.
Right.
Do you at least say Bron is number 2?
No.
I can't. I don't know if I can have this conversation. I don't know if I can. Actually, I might have to roll out on this one. Guys, if they haven't clearly separated themselves as 1-2 at this point, I don't.
What has LeBron done to put himself at number 2?
Who's number 2? Who's number 2 over LeBron? Who?
Kareem.
Oh good God.
Ooh.
Oh good God.
What's that? Who?
Kareem.
He said Kareem. That's
Just
a fair
explain to me
argument.
what has LeBron done to overtake Kareem?
He passed his all-time scoring record, even though LeBron's not even scoring's not even his first. That's not even what he's best at.
Stop
He's all-time
saying
scorer.
that. Stop saying that.
It's not what he's
Yeah.
best at. He's definitely not.
He's better pass. Well,
He's a better facilitator
Yeah, that's what
of
I'm
an
saying.
offense than
But you
anything.
never. But you
He
never
takes
asked Kareem.
20 shots a game.
He doesn't take even close to as many shots as Kobe Bryant took.
He
Not even
takes more
close.
shots than Kobe Bryant.
No, he does not. On a look
Look
at those stats.
Look it up right now.
On an attempt basis? No, he doesn't. There's no
Okay.
way.
All
There's
right,
no
when you
way.
say sorry after you look it up.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Are you talking about just regular season shot attempts, or what are you talking about, Mel?
Over their careers.
Over the course of their career, yes. I mean, he's got to be. Yeah, he played more minutes than Kobe at this point too. So, like, I'm talking about per game.
Shot.
Shooting.
Shooting.
Not total shots, like shots per game, though. Like Kobe took
Shots
one.
per game. How many shots per game does LeBron take?
I don't know. I'm looking at the numbers right now.
19 point what?
I don't know.
Want me to do it? I can do it.
I
Yes.
think Mel
Mel
more.
already knows the answer.
No, but the funny is, I think Mel know more about stuff. He hate LeBron than his like favorite player. He know more stuff about him.
Look, if you're gonna have the argument,
That's
It's
an
a-
argument.
you gotta know what's
Yeah,
going on.
you better have. Yeah.
I know it's okay. So look up the numbers. It's fine. We shouldn't get stuck on that though. Let's be honest.
Okay. Well,
But
then
Kareem
Not
though,
stuck on it.
yeah.
how many times?
Kareem's
has he
a
done that?
fair argument.
But you
It's
just
fair.
said don't get stuck on it. But how else we supposed to judge these players, Dan?
If
By looking at them on the floor is how you're supposed to judge them.
okay. Still,
By-
what is
But
Le-
even
what
if
is
you take
LeBron-
it, but
what-
if you
are you-
take it at that, Jordan was better.
what has LeBron done better than Kareem?
Better than a
I
lot
would
of
say
things.
no. I would say that LeBron
As a
affects.
basketball player,
Yes.
I would say that LeBron affects his teammates more impactfly than Kareem. Kareem does
I'm-
as well, but I would
Explain-
think
I'm confused about the
Explain
question.
that.
I guess.
Explain
I'm
what does
confused about the question, I
LeBron
guess.
do?
Are
What
you
does-
saying that
how does he
Kareem
affect-
Abdul-Jabbar was as skilled as a basketball player as LeBron James?
We're not talking skill. We're talking about better all time.
No, we're talking about skill. That's part of better all time.
If that
That's
no,
part
it's
of being a
not.
GOAT.
No, it's not.
How is skill?
Where-
Really?
If
how
that's the
is
case,
skill-
then where do you put Kyrie Irving?
I don't know. In the top 75 somewhere? I don't know. He's down like size. Okay, so
When we're
so the
talking
size combined
greatest
with the
of
skill.
all time,
Yes,
that is
yes.
a career thing. Has
Yes.
nothing to do with talent and skill.
No, skill. Wait.
We're gonna have a tough time.
How
this
many
conversation.
people on the panel believe skills?
What
and
have you
talent?
accomplished? What did you accomplish over your
It's all
career?
accomplishments. Then Bill Russell's the greatest of all time. If it's all about
Well, he's still
accomplishments,
not better than Michael Jordan. He's still not
He
better
won
than
11
Michael.
titles. That's accomplishments.
That's
How-
just one. That's one thing.
Okay, so wait.
That's one thing.
So
Let
wait,
him go.
Words?
Let him go. I'm enjoying it.
Let me pause it real quick. Let me pause it real quick. I need to know between Mel, you go first. What's your criteria for all-time greatest? And then Daniel, I need to know your criteria for
Okay,
all-time
yeah, that's
greatest.
fair.
Go first,
Yeah, that's
Mel.
fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
Criteria is what you have done on an individual basis and team basis, because this is a team game. So your team accomplishments must be accounted for. Period.
What
Very
else?
simple.
That's all of it.
It's very simple.
Okay. I'm looking at the actual basketball player. Like so
That's
say
a different.
you-
That's
say
not
you
greatest of
show-
all
Wait.
time.
Let
Hey,
him
you-
go real quick, Mel. Let him go.
say you show a group of people who have never seen basketball, don't know who anybody is,
Mhm.
and they just tell them the rules of a basketball game, and they go, "Hey," and they play 5-on-5, and they put prime Jordan. This is hypothetical, obviously. They put prime Jordan and prime LeBron out there, and they say, "Just tell us who you think is the best at this game." 90% of those
No.
people are going to say that guy right there, LeBron James, is the best.
What
player
was LeBron
on the
James?
floor.
Give me LeBron James' best season as an NBA basketball player.
You say 2012.
His
That's
best
last game you
one
said.
would-
That's
yeah,
last
would-
game you said 2012, I think.
Yeah, it would be MVP, Finals MVP. Yeah, probably 2012. Like that was
Michael
when he was in
Jordan's
the prime of his
19
career.
Jordan's 88 season shits on that.
He didn't win a title that year.
He
If
won
you're
every.
all about accomplishments, he didn't win a title in '88. So
Okay, then we'll take 98 Jordan.
How does it?
You can't fuck with that.
Numbers wise, it's not that career because Bron was fucking regular season MVP, finals MVP, averaged 28, 9, and 9.
You see how you just went sideways on me? Now
No.
you're talking about individual, and I said on a total
We're
basis.
talking about the
No, listen. But listen what you just said. Michael Jordan in '88 won MVP, DPOY, led the league in scoring, led the league in steals. What first team all defense, first team all offense. Like LeBron has never.
Okay.
LeBron hasn't done that in his career, let alone in a season.
Are you talking about a bunch of writers voting on awards right now? Like, are you talking about like defensive player of the year? That's a fucking joke. That award.
So
is
now
a fucking
DPOY
joke.
is a joke because LeBron don't got
It's a
one.
joke because the writers vote on it and they don't vote the right people every year. He lost to Mark fucking Gasol
I
one
don't
year.
care what happened.
Mark, the best player.
Oh shit!
Man.
Not
Mark
Mark
Gasol.
Gasol. You gotta chill.
He lost to Mark Gasol. He did.
Okay.
You gotta chill.
All right.
What is? Okay, so it's a bunch of writers voting on awards. Like, if you're,
It's always been like that. Though.
if it's accomplishments, then it's Bill Russell.
But
Bill
it's,
Russell won 11 titles. He was
Who's
on the
about-
greatest team to ever exist, basically. If you're going to go by accomplishments, the
okay.
Boston
Well, how many
Celtics.
MVPs does Bill Russell have?
I'm not exactly sure on that,
Okay.
but he's the greatest
How
of all time by your criteria.
How
though,
many?
he's the greatest of all time.
No. I said individual and team. Let's go. You
No.
only gave me
No,
one.
you didn't. You said
thing.
team. You said what?
I said
what his team
individual
accomplished.
and team.
Okay, then 2012, 2013, 14, LeBron, back to back.
So
What's
wait,
the best?
man,
What's the best
I don't
regular
understand.
season team in NBA history?
Well, the
two
Golden
winning
State Warriors
No. And now who's
to win
what's the
to win a
best-
title.
Then what's the best team ever
Oh,
in NBA?
the Bulls.
Okay.
The 98 Bulls.
Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna run down some names. You tell me what all of these players have in common.
Okay.
Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird.
scoring title.
I don't know.
Individual and team success.
Probably quite a few.
For all four.
Are all
Individual
Great.
goals and
Has
team
LeBron
success.
not had team success? He went to
What?
11 straight NBA finals.
Listen, no, that's not team. That's individual because he did it with different teams. Name the dynasty that LeBron James has been on.
We're talking about the individual.
Name
GOAT,
the
aren't we?
dynasty that LeBron James.
Are we talking greatest team ever? Or are we talking greatest player ever?
I'm getting
confused.
This is all part of it. This is why
I'm getting
this is why those players are considered the greatest at.
So each one of them was on dynasties.
Name the LeBron James dynasty.
He didn't have a dynasty.
Yeah,
He
stayed
was
on
not.
the
He
team
was not a
long.
dynasty.
He ain't stay on the team long
Listen.
enough to have a dynasty.
Okay.
What does that
now-
matter?
Yes, it
What does that
does
matter
matter.
towards how good he is? How's it matter how good?
Why do the rules change? Because he hasn't accomplished what everybody else before him did.
What are you talking about? How has he not accomplished everything before? What are you talking about? Are we
I
talking
just told
individual? Or are we talking about team? We're talking individual. We're talking about team.
Okay, individual. Tell me what LeBron James has done that Michael Jordan hasn't done as an individual on a season, because this is a
Scored more
season
points.
by season, because you can't
Has more
compare
rebounds.
longevity.
Score more points. Has more. So
That's-
now
that's
his
that's
career
long-
records. Okay,
that's
now his career records.
longevity.
Fair enough. Okay. He's an all. He's a better all-around player.
Is he?
Yes, 100%.
How do you think he is a all-around better player?
He can do everything. Jordan was a killer. Okay, Jordan
What
was
is
a
that?
killer.
What,
Jordan took the last
stay,
shot.
Stay off of Jordan. Stay on LeBron. Explain how you feel. You said everything. Explain that.
He's the best basketball player that's ever lived.
Okay,
He's the
you
best
said, you said the same thing 3 different ways. Explain how you feel.
He said he think he's a better rebounder, better
He's a
shooter,
better
dunker, whatever.
I don't need guidance in the conversation, but like, here's the thing. Like, he is a better player as a whole. He makes teammates better.
Wait, Mel,
Okay.
don't interrupt.
I
One
get
second.
the mentality thing.
I'm not even saying anything. I didn't say nothing.
No, I just wanted to finish because
Anyway.
I have a follow up for both of you. But continue, Dan.
No, I'm just saying, like, as a player, to make everybody else better, he's a better passer than Jordan was. I think, honestly, on a fucking person-to-person basis, he could probably guard more positions than Michael Jordan, okay, defensively. And that's what defensive player of the year, Jordan's fucking defensive player of the year. Like, I get it. That LeBron finished second in defensive player of the year. So it's like, it's right there. I mean, yeah, he didn't win it. Marc Gasol beat him
We don't
out.
do participation trophy. Can I ask you a
It's not a
question?
participation trophy because he finished second in the fucking voting. So like, it's not a
Can I-
participation trophy. It's
Wait. So for his criteria, he was talking about everything you're saying is about skill and what his ability is.
I didn't actually get to finish my criteria thing. So like, but
Once
like,
continue with it.
that was what I was saying is like, if you showed a bunch of people who had never seen a basketball game, showed them the rules and said, hey, who is the best player on the floor right now? I think a lot of them are saying LeBron James. I think just as a basketball player, put aside the accomplishments, if you can have prime Jordan, prime LeBron, and you can put them on teams, I'm going in a fantasy draft of all time. I'm taking LeBron James at the beginning of the year to win a title.
No. Let me say this one thing. And Willie, you got something to say?
That's nobody.
Not me.
Okay, so no.
Well,
The reason I was going to break this down
Mike.
because the reason I wanted Dan on here because I had a specific question, and this is what led to this whole discussion. I was saying, Dan, even though what you're saying has validity about the skill level and what his bag is, he has a good bag. But the problem is, I said that I do not want LeBron to take the last second shot because you said what he has is killer instinct. I mean, what Jordan has killer instinct, and that's what LeBron lacks. But what you would take is his bag. You would take.
I would take the player as a whole.
You would take the bag
yes.
over the other stuff. Now, Brandon,
can I just challenge the question, that part of it right now, the defensive part again? Well, I'm gonna challenge the whole thing, but I'm gonna start.
No, man, I wanted to know your. Go ahead. I wanted to know the whole criteria, but go ahead, Mel. You said the criteria was individual and
what you did as an individual and what you did in the team setting.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Now you said that LeBron you feel has a better overall package than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
for sure. It's
so you don't really have any. You just basing this off the eye test, right? Yes,
basically. I'm literally looking at it as a very simple thing. Like I'm looking at it as what player do I want on a basketball floor for the game at any given moment in the history of the NBA? I'm gonna take LeBron James as a better player overall. With that
one exception of ending the game.
Yeah.
Yes. Totally. Okay. I'm taking, dude. I would have Michael Jordan take the last shot. If I have 2-3 seconds left, I'm going to Jordan over LeBron for sure. I agree with you guys on that. I think his killer instinct is.
Let's go.
I think his killer instinct is second to none, dude.
All right. Let's rock and roll now.
Yeah, for sure.
So you said LeBron can pretty much guard all 5 positions.
I think yes, in today's NBA, like not in Jordan's NBA. Like I get that because
we can agree that
I don't want
it's not really guarding all 5 positions. You're just able to do something because of the style of play.
No. I'm saying because of his versatility as a 6'9", 270-pound fucking he's built like Karl Malone now. Who's basically who could run the point essentially, right?
But what you're saying basically is based on the style of play now because there aren't traditional centers. He can guard all 5.
He's also looking at the fact that right now the NBA is positionless basketball. So I think that's another way that Dan's looking at it too.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. Yeah. So does versatility mean better?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's on the same level as Jordan as a defender. Really? I think that absolutely.
How many players in the NBA recorded 200 steals and 100 blocks in the season?
His effort isn't there. I'll give you that. Exception in the regular season, his effort is not there defensively.
Answer the question.
That's been like that for what? It's Michael Jordan, I guess, but like if you're going statistically, dude, we can statistics.
Because you can't because if you have to show me why you think he's a better defender. Because if I'm showing you that on a year in and year out basis that one player has demonstrated it on the court without any narratives being thrown, or he can guard all 5 positions. So I don't care if you can line up at all 5 positions if you can't guard them effectively.
Are you saying LeBron has not been an effective defender during his career?
No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, okay,
really?
So wait. Everybody said last game that he had the comeback. He kind of effectively shut down Kawhi. He repeatedly shut down Kawhi. If we go down each star player for LeBron specifically, can we say like with Curry, has he shut down Curry? Not completely. Has he shut down KD? Nope. KD actually has outdone him when it comes offensively. So what other player can we say? Definitely not Jimmy. Any stars you think he has shut down defensively? Currently playing right now.
I don't. Well, yeah. Okay. So it's a different thing though. Like
he's a chase down artist.
No, I agree because I agree to an extent because only LeBron does the chase down block. So that effort, that's like a 1-of-1 for players. Most players can't do that, and that's an effective stop. But does he always do that? No.
Like the chase down block is cool, but can you line up face up against the guy that's in front of you and prevent him from scoring the basketball?
Yes, he's done it before. repeatedly.
Repeatedly?
Yes.
That's a lie.
Yes.
Listen, the best version of LeBron James was in Miami.
Hey, and why are we talking? But here's my thing: why are we talking defense right now? For one,
because offensively, it's not even close. Jordan washes his ass out.
Jesus, on what basis? Like on what? Where? I would like you to explain to me why Jordan is a better offensive player than LeBron James.
Okay. From 0 to 5 feet, who's better?
LeBron.
You think so?
LeBron was the greatest driver. LeBron was the greatest penetrator of all time.
You got it. I said 0 to 5.
So, wait a minute. He just said greatest penetrator. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, so that's Skip
Who's
Bayless
a better
talk.
dribble penetrator than
That's that Skip Bayless talk right now.
Pause
No,
this.
that was his game for 10 years. That was his game for his first 10 years.
So he drives to the better than
I am
Kyrie Irving.
He just said LeBron was the greatest penetrator of all time. I am LeBron.
He is. It
Oh my God, hit the pause button, bro.
It was to the right.
Pause.
It was to the right hand. It was to the right hand and fucking literally jumping from as far as like that was his game. He didn't have a jump shot for his first like 8 years, dude. That was his game. Like he was that good, and all his game was basically dribble penetrating, jumping from as far as he could away, and either getting fouled or dunking it. Like that was his fucking game for a second.
My question is Dan. My question for Dan is this: where was he versus Dallas?
Yeah,
Willie,
he had a bad series. He had a bad, NBA Finals.
Where was LeBron versus Dallas? Where was he?
Where was fucking Michael versus the fucking Pistons? Where was Michael versus the Celtics?
No, Willie,
where was he at?
Hold on, wait.
I'm supposed to be pro Bron. I told you I'm anti-Bron. I ain't pro Bron.
Guys,
wait a minute. Repeat that again. You said where was Jordan against the Celtics?
Yeah, where's he at?
You got to fit Bron.
What do you know? What was Michael Jordan's averages for that series?
Did he win?
That's not what you asked. That is
not
what you asked. You asked where was Michael
team accomplishments. Team accomplishments.
What? He was getting beat the hell out of and still scoring 30 points a
y'all
game.
do. Y'all play hopscotch. You get in one box, and then I cook you in that box, and you want to hop to the next box.
What are you talking about? What box did you cook me?
You said, where was Michael Jordan? I asked you, then tell me Michael Jordan's stats against the Celtics. 45, 6, and 6.
Okay. Great. Did he win? That's what you're saying.
But that's not the question you asked. Because the argument was, what did LeBron do against the Mavericks?
I'm going off of your criteria for the best player of all time.
He had a shitty series. Jordan didn't have a shitty series against the Celtics. The team.
He had a shitty team.
You guys are. I'm literally. I never got to finish my criteria thing still, but like.
That man was playing with Orlando Warriors in Chicago. Come on, man.
Okay, so wait. So the reason I'll bring up the criteria because when we was bringing up like the best because. There's a difference, I think, in being the best with the Jordan criteria because you take over games, this and the third. But everybody knows, or we all in agreement on the panel, LeBron fashions his game more akin to Magic Johnson.
For sure.
So
what the comparison should be.
No, but the thing is, the reason I bring this up.
Yep.
But the reason I bring this up is because I think there's a little bit more bias of a person either being more scoring oriented than more passing oriented as far as them being able to either control the game or what they're able to accomplish with their team, because even though we love Magic, if he had got more rings, or like, okay, if Magic got 2 more rings against the Celtics, is he in this LeBron? Is he in the argument? Is he in the GOAT argument with Jordan, with Bron, Kobe?
Who now?
Magic.
Okay.
That's the real thing I'm trying to get at. Is he in this argument if he gets 2 more rings? If Magic had 2 more rings?
Is Magic?
Yes.
I mean,
because we're talking about accomplishment, we're talking about who controls the game and that type of stuff. So that's why I'm bringing up both criteria.
I mean, Magic still has more rings than Bron.
His career got cut short as well. I mean, obviously, that's the thing too. Like, as far as like statistically, you're not going to be able to compare him because his game got shut. Yeah, his career got shut down pretty soon.
Wait, so 1 second. So Mel, if Magic got 2 more rings, how is he going to be argued in this? I mean, how is he going to be perceived in this argument? Are people still going to like hold the same torch for Jordan, or they're going to look at the criteria for the reason I'm asking? Are people going to look at the criteria for GOAT different if he got 2 more rings? No, they're not.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Well, because I think Mel's probably on the point that like
because Jordan's GOAT conversation is based on dominance.
Okay.
That's what it's based on.
Okay,
but short-term dominance, sort of.
Look, dominance. Look, Everybody keeps saying, well, Jordan got 6 rings. It's not just that he got 6 rings. It is 2 3-peats. Let's put that into comparison. Like,
and he never went to a 7. He never went to a game 7.
Never went to a game 7. Yep.
Yeah, like 2 3-peats is nuts. Like,
it is.
It's the way you feel different about Kobe's 5 and Tim Duncan's 5.
Yeah.
Like, Duncan never had a back-to-back. Kobe's got a back-to-back and a 3-peat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, they're not the same. Like, they're totally different.
For sure.
So
go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. If you have something, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, like, it does come down to actual criteria of what we're grading this on, though, too, because I can tell we have very conflicting ideas of like what is the greatest player of all time. And I get it. I get what you're saying. Like, you're saying within accomplishments within the NBA, within the team game, I get the Jordan argument. I get the Jordan argument, period. But like, I'm saying, like, as a basketball player, from a skill perspective, like, and accomplishments, it's not like LeBron hasn't accomplished anything. It's not like we're sitting here talking about a guy who hasn't won a fucking title. Like, obviously, the guy's had tons of success. He obviously the 11, 12 NBA finals, whatever.
But Jordan's accomplished more in his in a shorter run than Bron. You do understand that, right?
But this is what I'm asking, though. Just one more question. For Magic got 5. 2 would put him over the hill of 7, which would be 1 more than Magic. And the reason I was saying this because dominant, and the reason I'm saying this is because y'all were talking about dominance, and his biggest rivalry was the Celtics. So that's why I'm trying to put in perspective of like what this criteria is, and you're talking about dominance. And since Jordan didn't have like a super like rival, but because the Lakers had that super rival, how like I'm trying to get more perspective.
Rivals are built. This is why, because this is where I'll tie this into LeBron too.
Okay.
Rivalries are built because it's a back and forth. Mike didn't have no back and forth.
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all.
The reason why people want to overinflate the Dallas Mavericks is because they beat the Heat.
So, but go ahead.
Because Mike, that's why the 6-0 it casts a shadow over everybody. It's because there was no rivalry. There wasn't. Like, he had his back and forth with the Pistons, of course, before he got his feet going and he got Scotty and all of that stuff started rolling. But once Mike started rolling, he didn't stop.
Oh, but I don't want to be. I'm not for the answer. I mean, the LeBron people, but I do will admit, in the atmosphere of the NBA, it was an aged out NBA. All the greatest superstar like the Celtics, the Larry Bird, all them were getting older. So it was like open season.
Who?
Not completely, but I'm saying in the league,
getting older.
A lot of those players, Dynasty was aging out. Magic was gone.
Magic was 31 years old. Isaiah Thomas was 29 years
No, but
old.
I'm saying I'm talking about they were aging.
When Michael beat them. How old do you think Magic was?
No, I'm saying
Magic wasn't fucking 31 and 92.
Magic was 31 years old.
And beat him with his that was Jordan's first title, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah,
first one. That's why I said 92. Yeah.
First one. 92.
91, 92.
Magic's career got cut short, though. That's what we just said. Like, Magic's career got
That ain't got nothing to do with Michael Jordan beating his ass in the finals.
Well, I mean, if Magic stays in the NBA, though,
that ain't got nothing to do with what happened in the finals that year.
Okay, that year.
I'm saying about
he played. That was
he's
it.
getting those 6 after like an aging out NBA, like the last 2 or last 3. That's all.
Aging out. There were new stuff. So the Knicks didn't exist. The Pacers didn't exist.
The Rockets, the
You
Jazz, all of those teams that had Hall of
Famers.
Famers.
The Knicks as if the Knicks weren't good.
I didn't say the Knicks.
No, I said he's talking. Come on, man. John Starks, come on. What are we talking about?
You gonna sit there and disrespect? You gonna sit there and disrespect Patrick Ewing and everything he's done in the league?
No disrespect, but I disrespect the Knicks because they're organization.
You think the talent pool is deep? You think the talent pool is deeper now?
Wait a minute. Hold on though, but the Knicks were a good, sound defensive team, and if you would take that fumble and that stupid play from Charles Smith, they beat the Bulls.
Yeah, but we don't celebrate
in
almost,
93,
unfortunately.
when the Bulls won their 3rd championship. How many wins did the Suns have in the final when he played them in the final?
Barkley? How many?
Zero.
Barkley, Marley,
They
Kevin
had
Johnson.
64. They had 64.
Oh, I
I was about to say it was 60 something as a team.
Yeah.
I can't remember the whole. Yeah.
The Knicks in the East, they played the Knicks in the Eastern Conference. They had 62 wins.
Yeah.
To be sitting there, job.
I thought you said in the
Hold
finals
up
today.
now.
Like the Knicks were consistently winning 58 to 60 games, dog.
They had a team.
Pat Riley was the coach too. Shit.
See, the problem-
Trailblazers had a team.
see,
Yep,
this is
yep,
the
yep.
problem. It's like
Those teams have existed for LeBron every year. The
Say what?
60-win teams. Those teams have existed for LeBron every year.
really
Those
name
60
them.
win-
Name them in the Eastern Conference that he played.
The 60-win Eastern Conference
yes.
teams.
Yes.
He's still in the. We're talking about
Name
the ultimate
them.
goal, though. Talking about
Name
ultimate-
them.
So there's more parity in the Eastern Conference then? There's
Name
more
them.
parity in the Eastern
Yeah.
Conference.
The East was
there's more
weak
top
when
end-
Bron was there.
John,
It
you
was
supposed to be
weak.
pro Bron, bro.
I'm not. I was anti.
No, it's
Yeah,
supposed to
they-
be 2 and 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I can't do it.
I can't do it neither, man. I just can't.
I couldn't do it.
Hold up.
Yeah, I can't do it either.
Hold up.
Look. This is.
I'm not even pro LeBron, but I do have questions. So Mel,
Yeah, so
my
many.
big question is always this. So when it comes down to when it comes down to LeBron and you're looking at this is my big argument. I don't know how you could slice it. I know that you said that the one Bulls team he won with the championship was ass. This is not a kid show today.
What?
It was ass. I understand that, but
What team?
I always say definitively, Jordan would not have won with sorry ass Agauskas, Mo big ass head Williams.
Name. Okay.
But wait, what's
Hold
Joe
on, wait a minute.
Goodman?
Hold on.
Hold on. No. Let me just. I know
Hold
y'all
on.
hear every week. So let me rock on this real quick.
Tell him, man. Tell
She
him.
said,
Rock on
"Oh,
this real quick.
Williams."
Tell him,
Because
man.
everybody loves to talk about the second three-peat team and totally forget who the hell was on the first one. Because y'all don't know who was on the first one. Do you know who Randy Brown is? How about Dennis Hobson?
Nope. They don't know.
Scott Williams?
They don't know.
Yeah.
AC King.
You said it was trash.
Scott Williams, I know him.
No, but listen. No,
The
I
only
really
thing Scott Williams did was all in the playoffs. He ain't do nothing during the
I'm
regular
sorry.
game.
Why?
Didn't Mo Williams make an all-star team?
Hey, playoffs.
Sure did.
Didn't
Playoffs,
Jonas
Wait a
Agauskas
minute,
make an
wait a
all-star
minute,
team?
Thank you.
Wait a
But
minute,
Joe
hold
don't
on.
like Agauskas at all.
Like,
No,
Agauskas was good.
No. Agauskas was trash. No, but listen.
did he make
Well,
all-star
Larry
team?
Hughes considered a good scorer.
Yep.
I want
Larry
no.
Hughes, yeah.
As far as big man, he's the bottom of the bottom. Anyways, I want to
Oh,
compare.
my
Trash-
God.
He
No,
wasn't. He
No.
wasn't. He
He was
wasn't.
ass.
No.
He
He
was
wasn't the
ass.
bottom of the bottom.
If he was
Agauskas
ass,
was
what was
not
Bill
ass.
Cartwright?
Dude, hey, Sojourner might have been top
Listen,
five.
listen.
Sojourner
Bill
might have been a top
Cartwright-
five center. or
No,
something.
listen. Bill
Wow.
Cartwright was buns and Agauskas
What
was
about
ass.
Will Perdue?
He
Whoa.
was buns and he was
Will
ass.
Perdue.
Dude, I
Okay.
love that name.
What would
Okay.
do trash?
Oh no.
BJ
I want to
Armstrong.
compare. So wait.
BJ
Wait,
wasn't
no,
trash.
No. Let's go bar for bar. Look,
John
Bill
Paxson?
Cartwright, Agauskas. Who's worse?
Steve Kerr.
Shooter.
Steve Kerr was on the second team.
If this,
Yeah,
if this,
Steve
solves,
Kerr
if this solves
came-
anything, I've
Yeah.
never been.
Okay, wait. So Mel, line up with Drew Gooden. Who's ass compared to him? Who's worse?
Everybody on the Bulls.
No,
Well,
Drew Gooden was ass.
he's
Bill
exactly-
Winnington. Luke Longley. Trash.
exactly.
Drew Gooden
Everybody.
was horrible.
Drew
Everybody.
Gooden was better than both of them.
That first Bulls team was literally they were not supposed to beat any of those teams that they played in the finals. The reason why they did it is because they had Mike and Scotty.
If it helps any, I've never
Ain't
been
no
at the
narrative.
school-
I'm just really saying that one squad was trash, and it was really bad.
I've never
Mike
been at
had
the school
three of
that-
them.
Dude, I've never been to the school that LeBron had worse teams. By the way, I've never.
No,
been
I'm
at
just
that
saying
team.
that one squad was ass. That was I
I
saw
think
that. That
those
was an
fucking
ass
Heat
squad.
teams, dude. Those
Horrible.
Heat teams. were
If you
loaded.
want to ask Michael Jordan's rookie season, dude, his first three
But he didn't win a
seasons,
title.
there was nothing. LeBron didn't win a title with that. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he didn't win a title. Like that's.
You
I
don't
don't know
had
about your
Orlando
criteria.
Woods on that team. You don't winning up with Orlando Woods.
Right, like
You're not
I'm
winning
sorry.
with Agauskas.
He had a washed up George Gervin.
Yep.
Like,
no. See, the reason why they lost to the Spurs, LeBron shot 34% from the field. The plan that Greg Popovich put together was let his ass shoot.
Yep.
You
Deny
tell
him
me
the paint.
what game plan they ever looked at and was like, you know what? Let Mike shoot.
But that's one part of the game, though. It's his shooting. That's one part of the game.
No, I'm just
Are
asking.
you saying that they went at Jordan and said, make him pass it for sure, correct?
Yeah,
That's
and
exactly the same thing.
he had 11 assists in the finals against the Lakers.
Bron's had triple doubles in the finals. Like he averaged triple double in the finals.
And
So,
Michael Jordan averaged, and he lost, but LeBron lost. Michael Jordan averaged 32, 11, and 9 and beat the daggone Lakers.
guys, I think that we're mixing up the criteria here.
No,
I'm literally saying that LeBron James is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. If
Why do
you're
you
gonna
say
put
that?
him, if you're
No,
gonna
I
put
haven't-
him on what it takes to play basketball, I am talking about yes. And Hurt was the
That's
bag.
what I'm saying. He's talking
Yes,
about the
I
bag.
am.
His criteria is on the
I'm
bag.
talking about him as an all-around player. And I'm not literally. I hate to say this, like to take all of the accomplishments out of it, but that's really what I mean by it. It's like I'm trying to take the purest, what you would put into a machine if you had a machine that could make basketball players. You're like, make me the best basketball player you can possibly make.
And
The
Michael
other side
Jordan
comes
is a-
out LeBron
Michael
James.
Jordan's 100.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's
You
like
don't know.
I know that. No, I'm saying like I don't know if it's my
He said,
LeBron James.
Wait, okay, so a brief
out the other side.
pause. So John, I'm gonna need you to fake the funk and tell me.
Oh, gosh.
You gotta fake the funk and you gotta tell me. Give me a reason why you saying LeBron is better. Fake the funk, do it.
He doesn't.
Do
No,
it
he
for
doesn't
little.
fake it.
I
Don't
can't
make him
be
do that.
fake,
Don't make him
man.
do
Oh,
that.
my
Don't make him
God.
do that. Don't make him do that. He doesn't need to do that. Don't make him do that.
Just get back to. I just want to know. Okay, so you said bare bones, player for player.
Still.
Okay, here we
I'm
go.
going as a basketball. That's what I've always been about. I think that gets
No,
misunderstood.
we're gonna get there.
Do you
We're
get what
gonna
I'm saying
there.
though?
Because
You get what I'm saying,
everything comes into play. Everything.
That's what I'm saying. So do you understand at least where I'm coming from as far as like what I mean by it?
Yeah. So
Okay,
3 point.
all right.
So 3-point shooting.
LeBron.
They're even.
LeBron.
Yeah.
They're even.
Because
3-point
that was the
Yeah.
only point I was going to get into is they have a
because
similar bag in terms of getting to the paint, dunks. They experienced the athletic.
Right.
3-point shooting.
LeBron had to learn to shoot. So
He did.
3-point
Yeah.
shooting. They're even. Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
Why would you think that he is better a 3-point shooter than Michael Jordan?
Well, that's such a weird question because Jordan didn't have the 3-point line at the
Yes,
start.
he
That wasn't.
did.
No, he did not. No, he did not. In '83. Okay, yes, he did.
Okay,
Like,
so we
83,
gonna take that series against Portland for nothing.
I'm saying when he first started, he didn't have the 3-point line though.
It didn't matter, but he still who set the record for most threes in a finals game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me say this one
He
fact.
shoots less. He shoots
Michael
worse, but that's
Jordan.
fine.
Michael Jordan has only faced 9 Hall of Famers in his finals appearance. LeBron has faced 26. I just want to bring that up.
It is a thing. Yeah.
Who
So-
played with more?
That is true.
Come on.
Damn.
He's been on more teams. You
He
can't.
played
They were
with
just
all those
rotating.
to play against them. That's
They weren't
true.
rotating.
No,
Hall
if
of
you're
Famers
going
in
to
fucking
if you're
Chicago.
going to say, oh, LeBron played more, I'm like, all right, cool. Then who did he play with as well?
I was bringing the stat. I was just
More
bringing the stat.
All-Stars,
up.
baby.
But he
How
played
many
with-
all-stars
That makes
has
LeBron look
played with?
worse.
I
It
know.
does. It really does.
I know.
It makes
It look
LeBron
bad.
look worse.
It ain't
really
looking
I don't know
good.
how
26.
much, but I know he played a
I
lot.
was just bringing
know
the
he played a
fact
lot.
up.
I don't know how much.
How does that make LeBron look worse?
Because he's
Because
lost
he-
with better
He
talent.
played with better talent.
No, that's not what she said. She said he has played against 26 Hall of Famers in the finals.
I
And
know,
Michael
but
played against
Mel said
nine.
how many has he played with, and that looks bad
It's
because
not
you
that-
keep joining them. That looks bad.
How's that not bad?
If you
It's
go to
more
different
than
teams,
that.
you're going to play with different Hall of Famers.
More
though.
than-
Then how's
How
that
many did he
not bad,
win with?
man?
How many did he win with?
I mean, we
How
all.
many
I
were
mean,
on
the
the
one
team?
The same
criticism.
amount he
How many
lost
honors has
with.
he played with?
The one
How many-
criticism we all have of LeBron,
Who's-
as soon as it gets to your team, everybody get traded for better talent. Am I correct, fellas?
Dwayne
Am I
Wade.
correct? He
Dwayne Wade.
changed it up for a better
Kyrie
team with a
Irving.
better talent. So that's
Absolutely.
why he is what he
Anthony
is.
Davis.
Jordan didn't do that.
Anthony Davis. Name another one though.
Jordan did not do
He's
that.
played with Hall of Fame. Hall of
Okay,
Famers. that-
Yeah,
What?
Chris
LeBron
Bosh.
has played with.
Chris Bosh
Chris
is
Bosh
on
is not a
his
Hall of Famer. Chris
Yes,
Bosh
he
is not.
is.
What?
What?
Chris Bosh is not making it to the Hall of Fame.
What?
Wait.
Hell
You
no.
will.
Oh hell
Did you
no.
not see Toronto Chris Bosh?
Whose numbers are you guys looking? Toronto. Let's hide in Toronto. Chris. Is Kevin Love? Is
You
Kevin
said
Love?
And
let's
if he-
hide in Toronto?
Is
And if
Kevin
he
Love a Hall of
don't
Famer?
get it, it's because
Kevin Love a Hall of
LeBron made his
Oh
game
my
work.
Is
gosh.
Kevin Love a Hall of Famer?
Oh,
Look
Yes.
at my back, man.
He would have been if he didn't play with Bron.
Exactly.
He's still going. He's still going to get it.
Dude, you guys
I think
are
he'll
so
get
lost in
to
your ways.
40 did in
I think
Minnesota.
it's-
He was
I
mad
think
at
it's
Minnesota
impossible.
till he played for Bron
No.
ass.
Oh wait,
This is
I
a
got
question I
another
love to ask. This is a question I love to
I
ask.
got
This is a
another
question I
one.
love to ask.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine. We're trying to think
Go ahead,
about Hall of
Swag. Go
Famers,
ahead, go
by the
ahead.
way.
No,
Yeah.
no. I thought we were still naming
Name the
like the
whole.
play.
See, they said the 26 that he played against. This number really bugs me out.
There's 4.
Let's see. He's played. No. Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili,
Played
Tony
with.
Parker.
I'm saying,
Right?
All on
I
one
don't
team.
understand the question.
Oh no, I'm just because she said 26 that he played against.
Yeah.
Now I just want to see if I can get the number correct. That's all. That's all.
Okay,
Okay.
so my thing is, Mel, would you effectively say, because I think everybody in the panel was here, we could agree to this one LeBron fact. Jordan might not have won against that superior Warriors team with KD and everybody else. Can you say that with at least those numbers? At least the way his
LeBron did. It don't matter.
What
LeBron didn't win
rule?
against him.
Yeah,
no,
he did.
I know, but no, I'm just no. The reason I'm saying it is to
He's
say no. The reason I'm saying is to
You
say
said sure
even-
he did.
No,
He
the
did.
reason I'm no.
He
the
didn't
reason,
beat
Yes,
the
he
KD
did.
Warriors. What are you talking about?
Yes, he did. He beat the
no,
first.
no.
Okay, yeah, the regular season. Okay, she's talking about the regular season team. Yeah.
no,
okay. Yeah,
no.
he got smoked.
No.
What
I'm
team was
talking.
smoked?
No, Mel. I'm saying that even as with the weapons that Jordan had with that Bulls team, effectively he would not have beat that Warriors team with KD. Can we agree to
That's
that?
It's a hypothetical. We have no idea.
He
Okay.
didn't. Yeah,
Okay. I'm saying
that's where I was confused at. Yeah,
you could say hypothetical, but I'm saying as far as the weapons and the point differential.
Do they match? No, if you're talking about the 96 Bulls,
Yeah, 96 was more of a super
the
team. than
96
Westbrook.
Bulls will fucking dog walk the 17 Warriors.
I
Because
don't know about
that
dog
team is
walk.
built the way that the Warriors were. I mean, that the Bulls were built.
Okay.
That
No.
defense was
Oh,
crazy.
worked up.
I
They
don't
played
know about-
defense 94 feet.
It'll be close. I don't know about dog walk.
They
I
played
don't.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think.
that team played defense
I don't think it would
94
be a
feet.
dog walk.
Michael Jordan was the shortest dude on the court, and he was 6'6".
Okay. No.
It doesn't
Listen.
matter. It's a
Listen.
different game.
Mel said, wait a
They
minute.
played
Okay,
deep.
so
They
wait, Mel.
switching everything.
So wait. So Mel.
That's
so
what
Mel.
gave the Warriors problems was
Okay.
switching and having length on the perimeter.
This
That's
is
what the Bulls were.
This is the first time on this show.
Between Ron Harper, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman.
So wait. This is the first time on this show. I might give Draymond props. Everybody.
Oh hell,
No. Listen. This is the first time on this show.
it's
I might
finna
give Draymond props.
Let me
be
clip- let me
100
hit- let
fucking
me
degrees
hit
outside.
point real quick so I can clip
No,
this.
listen. No, so listen. If we matching them up, we matching Rodman, we matching Draymond. It might be double technical ejection. Who knows what happens? But I'm saying
All right.
that it's gonna be double technical ejection. But anyways, with that being said, I'm
Rodman
saying
gonna win that fight.
Every
he-
For
time.
sure.
Every
what I'm
time.
saying. What I'm saying is Draymond did offer some defense to them. That's the only comment I'm gonna give him. And I'm just looking at point differential. So who's gonna match up with who point wise would match up with KD? Give me that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
It would be-
KD was
Okay.
like 30 and 40. I'm not gonna lie.
No, are you ridiculous? Kevin Durant couldn't do nothing to Jaylen Brown. What are we talking about?
Are you
No,
serious?
That wasn't
he's
2017
agreeing with
KD.
Even,
Yeah.
Okay, 2017, that Kevin Durant is not. Scottie Pippen he's digging up in him.
Durant
I
also.
you move so bad, but I ain't gonna say it.
Okay, then fine. Let's say fine. Let's just say KD goes for 35. Let's just say that. Klay Thompson and Steph are done.
Steph Curry. What do you got? Ron Harper on him?
No, Mike's on him.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he jamming him
okay.
up.
I mean,
He
Steph,
jamming
no.
him up.
he gonna leave like
You could switch them. It would have worked either way.
Work either way, because Harper was a prime defender too.
Absolutely.
He gonna jam him up. But
And
Okay,
two,
so
it depends on which area, who rules you playing by.
Right.
But Mel, even being a prime Mel, even being a prime defender, they're gonna have to guard Curry full court because he's pull up from the half court. So
But
I'm
guarding
just asking-
Mike.
But that's what the Bulls always
I'm
did.
saying this.
Who
They-
guarding Mike?
you can put
No,
you
but
can
listen,
put Klay
listen,
Thompson or
but listen.
Iguodala on Mike.
No, but listen. I'm saying this. I'm just,
It's impossible.
Okay.
no, listen, Mel.
That's
It
what
is
you want to do.
Mel, in all honesty,
They would have
I
put
really-
Clay on him.
No, in all honesty, I really
put
feel like
Dallas.
Steph will pull up from the other logo from the other side of the court.
And
I really,
we'll let him do that every single time too.
and what if he gonna score? What
He's not shooting from the other end of the logo
Yes,
and
he
making a buck. He's not doing that. That's
Yes, he
That
retarded.
Bulls, people forget
Hey,
those
they go-
Bulls teams
The
play
Bulls
defense
picked
94
up
feet.
they picked up 3/4
They go.
court.
No, but Mel,
They
no,
gonna make-
94 feet.
they
They play the
gonna
whole court.
no, the only reason I'm bringing that up is because they're gonna have to guard in full court. There's gonna be like a box
That's
and one
what
or
the Bulls
whatever.
That's
did.
what they did.
No, but what I'm saying is, okay, who you think's gonna get more tired first? Who's gonna lose their legs?
I don't know. I'm not playing. I don't know.
Scottie Pippen.
Well, no, I'm talking about which team. Which team is gonna be out first? Like
Oh,
legs.
the Warriors.
The Warriors.
No.
Warriors.
I'm gonna
I
tell you
want the
something.
Warriors,
The
but
Bulls are gonna make them play at the Bulls are gonna play at the Bulls' pace.
So
That's why it's so hard though, because there's two different eras of basketball going on. There really is.
The Bulls are getting all rebounds. They're
Half court.
They're not getting.
what happened?
Oh, he did. He right.
He right
He
though.
hate KD.
He right though.
You don't do that very often, apparently.
No,
No,
we
no, no.
don't.
No.
No. So the thing I was going to say is about longevity. Whose legs going to be under them? Like the only thing I want to bring up. Remember in the '90s, they went back 5-7 or whatever. So their playoffs are still a little different. That's why they doing the load management differently. So that might be a factor. It could not be. We don't know because their playoffs was different. They switched 5 and 7 games. So
And
I don't
then
know.
The finals
did
was 7 games.
Yeah, the finals I think was always 7, and I
Well,
think the
7, but
other ones were like
Yeah,
5.
this is 7,
yeah.
But I'm saying
The Bulls didn't play around with nobody, so everything was very fast.
up to 6. They didn't go to 7. Game 7.
Yeah.
So I got
No
you.
game
They
7.
controlled the game.
Either the
You
Warriors.
gotta throw in there. Anyways, but I'm sorry. What you say, John? Go ahead. Say something.
Said the Bulls were going to control the game either way.
Yep.
They getting all the rebounds. All
yeah.
of them. Who's rebounding for the Warriors? Looney?
No.
No.
Okay. Hypothetical. Draymond and Rodman ejected. So
Draymond.
no, Draymond and Rodman
Oh
ejected
Lord.
because they fought each other. So who's getting? So who's rebound? Who's winning that?
Draymond going out first.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Rodman gonna get under his skin in the first 45 seconds. So
That's
Who's-
true.
I'm not gonna lie.
True, yo. That's hella
I'm not
true.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I hate this player, but who's gonna guard KD?
He said.
Scotty.
Scotty would. Scotty would have to. Scotty would have to. Scotty
I
would
don't
have
like
to.
that
guard.
matchup. I don't like that matchup.
I like that matchup.
That's what
I don't.
before.
KD gonna get a few buckets. Don't get me wrong,
okay,
but
even if it is 40, everybody else is on clamps.
there you go.
Steph Curry is never on clamps.
Yeah, I don't know about Curry.
Yeah, Steph Curry's never on clamps, and especially with, I mean,
You
Jordan
really
could guard
think-
size.
You really think with Mike being the bigger man, you really think he will let Steph Curry get off?
Every
That's not
shot
Steph
he
Curry's
has.
game.
Steph
Every shot
Curry
he
has
takes
a
is going to be
problem
contested.
against longer defenders. Like he that's a known
Every
fact.
shot is going to be contended. Every shot.
Thing is, who is Steph Curry gonna stop?
He ain't stopping Mike. Tell you that.
Thank you.
Right, they wouldn't. Yeah,
He's
they'd
not
have
stopping
to
anybody.
guard
Nope.
Ron Harper. Let's just say that.
Nope.
And then,
Harper gonna put him on the
Ron
block.
Harper would have gave him 20 points. Like easy.
Oh God
put him on the
damn! I don't know about all that. You guys are getting
Let me
pretty
disrespect
outrageous
Ron
now.
Right.
Harper.
I got one more question. If we doing this game, is it gonna be we doing physical 90s play or we doing nowadays play?
That's
Because
the
we
thing.
got
That's why it's so hard to compare.
That's what
It's
I
almost
said
impossible
that
to-
earlier.
Oh,
That's why I
yeah, it's
asked.
almost
That's
impossible.
why I asked what rules.
If we do Warriors play now,
That's
we
right.
That's why
know
I
something
asked
that-
what
But
rules.
if they play by 90s rules, this is going 5 games.
The Bulls.
The Bulls.
If they play by today's rules, it's a
going
7-game
7.
series. It's a 7-game
That's
series.
fair
The
enough.
Bulls win it.
I'll take that. I guess I'll take that little concession.
move. Move. Tell us who the Steph cook. Who he be cooking? I mean, you talk about defensively. Who the Steph be stopping
I
defensively?
said he struggles against taller defenders.
Okay.
And he does.
All right. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh, we forgot to talk about the bench. Like who's
Steph
gonna
is my guy. So
Oh, Bulls got a better bench. Talking about.
What was the
Bulls
96?
got a better
You said
bench.
Don't
96
sleep on-
Bulls bench?
Don't sleep on the
Who came-
Warriors then.
no,
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say, who came up with-
Warriors bench is
Yeah.
elite.
Sean Livingston,
96 Bulls
Dale
bench.
McGee, you got man, they got so many.
But the
Almost
only,
has-
They had
but the only,
22.
the only difference is with the Warriors bench and why it would hurt the Warriors bench is that second unit wasn't a 3-point shooting team.
Yeah.
they played more in the box because Sean Livingston would play on the block. He would
The
go
Warriors.
Mhm.
Yeah, wasn't Zaza Pachulia on those teams too?
Everybody forget Tony Kukoc. Just saying.
Zaza.
Yeah. Mhm.
Everybody
That's the
forget
person
John
who's going to
Sally,
get the most open shots.
Everybody's
John
forgetting about Tony
Sally,
Kukoc.
James
Just saying.
Edward, Jude Bichler. I said that wrong.
Judge
Dickie
Bushler.
Simpkins.
Judge Bushler.
Judge Butchler.
Yeah,
And-
Dickie Simpkins.
And it's gonna be tough too, because Steve Kerr is gonna
Randy
be
Brown, of course.
Steve
And
Kerr
Steve
was
Kerr
on the
don't know.
Bulls bench.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shooter.
Bulls and Spurs.
How's
Okay,
He
so
Kareem
just
can't
took
play?
John Paxson's place when John Paxson left. He
John
did the same
Paxson
thing.
have to sit out games because he can't be in the Bulls huddle and then coaching the Warriors.
Right.
It's all
Dang.
That's
they got
all-
Mike
That's
Brown.
kind of true.
It's all about whether Steve Kerr cares about playing or coaching because he can fuck the other side up no matter what. Like he's gonna be on the bench and then fucking.
Alex says I was out to take out Michael just like he did
They
Kawhi.
got they'll be good. They got Mike Brown.
Hold up. I want to play some. I want to play something real quick, and I know Mel, you're gonna have something negative to say about this, but I think this is valid. This is where I got some
I'm
other
always
facts.
negative.
Because I know you are. But it's about Jordan, and I want to see what we have to
Damn.
do to act. Say
Here we
that.
go.
So I'm gonna put this as loud as I can. Hopefully y'all can hear. Listen to this.
Good.
Hold up. Can you hear? Hold up.
No.
This is by far a team better than anybody Jordan faced. Jordan never faced a team with more than 2 Hall of Famers.
That's a lot of Boston Celtics. They had
Damn
four.
lie.
Wait.
Hall of Famer. Or 4 of his opponents had only 1 Hall of Famer. LeBron, this team has 4 Hall of Famers, 4 guys who've been all NBA, the best backcourt in NBA history, 2 MVPs in their prime, and I'm going even further. Michael Jordan, of the 6 opponents he faced in the finals, only 9 players were Hall of Famers. And I'm counting Utah's duo of Stockton and Malone twice. LeBron, in his 8 trips to the finals, Shannon, 26 Hall of Famers. He's
Who was
played
the
against
26?
6 Hall of
I
Famers.
mean,
I
we're
get
just
that.
talking about.
I get that part too because
A little bit.
Mel,
This
what you're
was
saying is like
after the Warriors.
they're not Hall of Famers yet. They're not Hall of Famers yet. So like, who is he conceding as a Hall of Famer? Like, I get what you're saying. Like, Bruce Hart he's conceding Hall of Famers at this point. He's
Because
going,
you
that
can't
guy's gonna
tell
make it, that
me
guy's gonna make it.
when Michael Jordan played the Sonics that Sean Kemp wasn't a Hall of Famer.
The excuses.
And Gary Payton.
You couldn't tell me that Kevin Johnson wasn't a Hall of Famer when they played the Suns.
Oof.
They got Damian Lillard
Barkley,
as a top
Tom
75
Chambers.
player, and Kevin Johnson is his stats are better than fucking Damian Lillard.
Yeah, they're
That's
top 75.
ridiculous. Like, we're not gonna do that. Like, cool, all right, whatever. Did you win though? We're not gonna make excuses for this. Did you win though? Because you were playing, because he was playing with 2 other Hall of Famers with him, was he not?
He was.
Yep.
Well, when he made this argument, this is when. Wait, was it before or after? This is after he left.
Yeah, he said in his 8 finals, so that would have been like 2016 or so, like because he would have done.
Kevin Love and Kyrie were there.
You know what I'm saying? This is after he left the Heat. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm making sure.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, that's Cleveland.
Would have been. It was
Back
probably
to
during.
Cleveland.
It was probably during the 2017 series, but not or
like,
finals
we
would have not been in because like that's what he's talking about. Is like
I'm not making excuses, but I don't care what nobody say. What Mel basically conceded that Warriors team, there's a possibility that they might have beat Jordan.
Okay, but LeBron didn't beat him either, so
He didn't.
Mel, I'm not doing that.
I'm just asking what the point of that is.
No, Mel, don't do that.
If KD can
I'm
get LeBron,
conceding to all your facts I'm saying, but I'm saying this is a possibility. That's all I'm saying.
Everything's a possibility. If I jump off a building.
No, don't do that,
No,
Mel.
that's
You know exactly what I'm getting at. Don't do that.
It's a question. Yeah.
Like possibilities, like
Rockets
that possible
towards
only
the
work
game.
in spades, man. We're not doing this. We are talking about real shit.
I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about like, all right, with the same stuff. Okay, I'm talking about the same adversity that LeBron might have had. Jordan might not have been able to work with them pieces as well. That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying.
No, if Mike had if Mike had another Hall of Famer with him,
If he
I
had
don't know about
Kyrie,
that.
oh yeah, he getting the rings. If he had Kyrie, oh that's ring city. Yes. I admit, yes, he's supposed to get rings. But if you got a Gauskas, listen.
But the
Nobody
man,
get
Man,
my
stop shading on the
nobody
Gaussies,
get
though.
rings.
Zamar,
I like
my
it.
counter to that,
Ass, no,
Zamar,
Zadrunas was like
Zamar,
that.
He wasn't
Trash.
an
my counter to
all-star. I
that
don't
is
understand how somebody who was
Zamar,
an all-star is ass.
Zamar. My
Nah, man.
counter to that
More
is
than one, if
He was
I
a
ain't
penny
Jordan
mistaken.
was
star.
winning with
star.
Bill Cartwright
He was a
And
penny
Will
Luke,
star.
Purdue.
and
Luke
Will
Longley.
Purdue. He won
Bill
with
Bill
Bill
Whittingham.
Cartwright had
Cartwright.
heart
The
though,
dude
and he
that
was
shoot
tough.
like this.
No
He won
disrespect.
with Bill
But
Cartwright.
Augustus was
That's a lot
soft.
about the
That's
skill
what makes
level
it
in the NBA.
worse. Augustus was soft. That's what makes
Like
it worse.
Bill was all that when he got to the Bulls.
So,
Augustus was slow. He was slow. I don't know about he was definitely slow.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
See,
wow.
see,
He
stop
wasn't
saying
all that
slow.
either.
Because he was so cute. I mean, obviously, I'm talking about in the.
Jared Dudley was soft.
Yes, I wasn't
yeah,
soft. Yeah, he
yeah.
was slow. He wasn't
That's
soft.
soft.
Yeah, he
Okay,
was
The
I-
Gauskis, nah.
No,
No,
I don't think so either.
Augustus was
Yeah.
soft.
Only thing good about Bill Cartwright, you weren't blocking his shot. That was
I
about
would
it.
take Cat over
Shit,
Augustus any
took
day.
10 years
Not
to
just off skill,
get
but
a
just
release.
off he's more tough
Yup.
than Augustus. Hell no.
Movement wise, Augustus reminds me of like Nikola Jokic, kind of like how he moves. It's very like lumbering. It's a lot of like it's because he's huge, obviously, but like that's how they moved. Was like it looks like they're
It's his pace. Yeah.
So
exactly yeah.
with your all-time greats, does failure even register for you?
What do you mean?
Does losses and failures register in your
Bro, I don't know.
analysis?
I don't know if it. Okay, so yes, it does, but like I don't think it's that much for me, honestly, because I'm looking so much at it. Like I said, like I'm looking at it from like the actual skill level of playing a basketball game and having consistently. If you were to just put this person into a lineup and making a team better and everything, that's what criteria I'm going from. Is like the actual play of the game, like how much skill LeBron obviously has, his bag, as more we call it, like how versatile he is on both ends of the floor. I'm looking at it as like a whole package as far as like the game. The accomplishments and stuff are they're further down the list for me as far as like.
No, but what I'm saying, when I say failures, I'm meaning as well as, like I said,
2011.
individual accomplishments as well as individual failures, as well as team accomplishments and team failures. Does that register for you?
It registers for me for sure. But
Okay.
like it's
So-
I don't think it's as big
So
of a.
where does the two? Well, so in 2007, how does that feel for you as a LeBron fan?
No, I'm saying like I'm telling you, it registers with me. I get it. I get.
I'm
all
just
of it.
asking.
And I also said like from the beginning that I know that fucking Jordan is a better closer. The mentality.
This is the whole series.
Yes, I understand that. I'm saying
He
under
played like
pressure.
shit.
Under pressure, I take Jordan. Yes, I'm
So
giving that
I'm
to you
talking about the
guys.
whole series. He played like shit.
I'm giving that to you guys. I'm giving you the fucking mentality thing. I'm
not
saying
talking
that.
mentality. I'm talking
Yes, you
about
are. You're
his
talking.
individual. I'm talking about him as an individual play over that
So
series.
clutch. You're talking about clutch then?
No,
Who's
I'm
more
talking
clutch?
about the series.
Yes, you are. The whole series. Who's more clutch?
The
talking about
series.
So wait, Bill.
In 2007.
I don't understand the question. I guess.
In 2007, how does his performance? How does that affect him in this so-called GOAT conversation?
But
Talking
Mel,
about individual series now.
I'm gonna walk you down the line if
Body
you
of
just
work.
answer the question.
We're talking about body of work, though.
This is part of your body of work.
The losses count just as much as the wins.
well, no, but so this is that's why I want to interject real quick. So Mel, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish out your question. But the reason I have a problem, Mel, is with this, and I'm gonna compare it to football real quick. So the assassination you do of character of LeBron is akin to how people treat the Buffalo Bills. Like they just trash as hell. They went to Super Bowl four times. They
No
asked.
one talks about the Buffalo Bills.
Bills haven't won anything though.
Wait. Let me finish. The reason I bring that up is because the way you argue stuff, and the reason I don't like certain LeBron haters is because the way they would talk, they give more credence and more criticism to them, to somebody actually even making the playoffs, getting to the finals and losing, than to somebody who don't even make the playoffs and just don't like. It was like.
But at the end of the day,
Oh,
it's
no,
not
let me say
getting
this.
there, Zamora.
Let
At the
me
end of the
say
day,
this.
it's about winning.
How many of y'all play for? How many of y'all play sports?
No, let
on
me
this
no, let
channel?
me say this. I'm saying no. This is my
Okay.
statement.
I just want them to answer this question real quick.
Okay.
When y'all are in mini camp or preseason workouts, what's the main objective for you at the when
Win.
y'all break huddles and break in whatever it is?
Win.
Is it championships?
Going out there and winning. That's what it's about. It's not just showing up. It's about winning.
It's about championships.
No, but let me say this. The reason I bring that up is because optic wise, I feel like Mel, you would have a better narrative the way you would speak of LeBron if he never even went to those finals instead of he would have a better optic if he didn't go to the finals and lose than not going at all. Like
right,
you would speak
because losses matter. If the wins, there are positives and negatives to everything.
Okay, but Mel, that's a bad Mel.
Everything.
But that's a bad outlook.
No, it's not.
No, listen, Mel. The reason I say it's a bad outlook, it means that they might as well not even made the finals. We'd be like, okay, well, we're just gonna be out so we won't look bad and have a losing record.
It's like going to the playoffs.
No,
stop it. It's everything. There are positives and negatives to everything you do.
He still won all those games.
The same way, if you make the playoffs, you lose your spot in drafting. So if you're a team that wants to lose, you don't want to make the fucking playoffs. If you go to the finals, if you go to the finals, yes, congratulations, you got there. But if you lose, it's the same exact thing I have to take away from you.
No, but you're saying it's worse though. You're saying
it is because listen, if I took you, listen, no. Okay,
I'm trying to go ahead, man.
Listen, if you got it, I know you don't got no kids. Let's say you had some nieces and nephews, right? And you told your nephews and nieces, look, we're gonna drive to Florida and we're gonna go to Disneyland. And 6 times out of 6, you get to go inside of Disneyland and have fun. But then let's change that and do it the LeBron way. I'm gonna take y'all 10 times, but we're gonna sit in the parking lot for 6
hours. 11 times.
That's so disrespectful. No, it's not the same thing. Man, I'm not gonna let you do that on the show. I'm not gonna let you do that on the show.
And my point is there are positives and negatives to everything.
It's not the same thing.
So
black and white.
No, it's
so black and white, dude. Yes, it is.
So there's no
positives. Going to Disney World thing is so black and white. Like he still won all the series before that. Talking about he didn't win. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so let me ask you. So he won all those series beforehand. Good. What do you want to give him a cookie?
Well,
he's LeBron. He's supposed to.
That's all he got anyway.
Good.
No, listen. I'm not talking about the series beforehand because I acknowledge, wins and losses.
The finals.
Right. No. Listen, I acknowledge wins and losses, but Mel, okay, if you as a competitor, and let's say you playing any sport, especially football. You would rather not even make it to the playoffs or whatever, just so you can have a better clear mind. Like, okay, at least we didn't lose in the big championship. Like,
no, the goal is
trying to beat Pat Bev up in here some more.
Always
get to the second round and crying. Ain't nobody trying to beat Pat Bev up in here.
The goal is to always get to the playoffs and then to win a championship. That is always the goal.
Yep.
That is always the goal.
I know, but the thing is,
if you fall short of said goal, you fell short.
But I'm saying okay. So no. But my thing is like LeBron has gotten farther up the totem pole, even with the loss to other players. But you still hold him more critically as if he was Jim Kelly, and that's why I'm just like, okay, we can't hold him to Jim Kelly standards.
Question: Whoever held him?
No, I'm saying the criticism that Mel does is akin to like the.
Anybody hold Jim Kelly accountable for nothing?
I don't put Jim Kelly in any conversation about any quarterback in the NFL.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying Jim Kelly is a joke. Unfortunately, it's a slanderous. It's an analogy. But I'm saying the criticism and slander that we do to Jim Kelly is akin to sometimes how you criticize LeBron, even though he has won to some extent. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he to some extent, except the same way he lost. You must account for the losses.
What I think you're saying,
you're still doing it, Mel. That's what I'm saying.
You must account for losses.
I'm not saying you shouldn't, but at the same time, I feel like the thing is you highlight. And granted, he does have a losing record.
He's got more losses.
He does, but I'm saying this. You would look at him favorably if he had 5-0 and 5 of his games, he didn't even make the playoff. was so trash. Like his record was so bad for those years, he didn't even make the playoffs. And I'm like, so which criteria are we looking at wins and losses if that's the case?
But you're trying to compare wins and losses to wins and losses in the finals, and that's not what we're talking. We're talking about wins and losses in the finals. That's how we separate the goods from the greats and the great from the greatest.
No, but okay.
Go ahead.
No, but I'm saying if you don't even have a good record to make the playoffs for some of those series that he lost,
you're still talking about regular season stuff.
No, we're talking about playoffs too. And playoffs.
But you have to get to the regular, like you have to get that to get to the playoffs. That's what I'm building on. I'm saying like you still have to do that to get there. But you would still look favorable.
If you lose in the finals, you are better than the people who lost in the playoffs. The people who lost in the playoffs are better than the people who didn't even make it to the playoffs.
I get that, Mel, but you would still look favorably if the person tanked the season. So it would be like, I mean, this is my head. I'm like, LeBron, so people will stop hating on you. You should just tank them seasons and not even make the finals. That's what in my head what people are really saying.
Okay. I'm gonna try and make this as clear as possible.
Go ahead.
The goal every season,
I got you,
is to make the playoffs so that you can make it to the championship. Okay? Even when you make it to the championship game, the goal is still to win that game. If you lose that game, there is still criticism because if someone else makes it and wins, you did lesser than them. Michael Parsons just said this on his podcast. There is only one successful team every season. That is the team that won the championship.
Bill Russell's the GOAT then.
That's one part of being the GOAT. I never said championships makes you the GOAT. I said your team and individual accomplishments.
Okay,
combined, those two make a softball.
So Mel, we're gonna make I just offer you a pie chart. Give me a percentage how much the actual wins or championship wins play in the whole package of being GOAT. I just want to know the pie package.
I didn't do a pie chart. I don't know if it's
I'm just asking from you off the dome. Like, do you have an idea off the dome?
It's part of your team accomplishment.
No, but it weighs so heavily for you. Is that like 70%? Is like 60%?
I didn't break it down. I don't know.
You don't have to add it up. I just said off the dome. You don't have to add it up. You could just okay.
Championships mean a lot, I guess. I don't know.
Championships hold more weight.
They I feel like they hold the most weight.
They hold the most weight.
So it's over 50%.
It's how you play and how you play while you win.
Right.
Yeah, like you have to. You can't say Bill Russell is the GOAT because he has 11. Because there's the other side of that, where as an individual player, what was Bill Russell? Yes, he was a great defender and all of those things, but he was not good offensively. Okay? And for a lot of those championships, maybe 5, he was the best player because Sam Jones was on that team.
True. Yeah. True.
You had John Havlicek on those teams.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where the individual stuff starts to come into play. Michael Jordan, we know he was the best player on all 6 of his championship teams.
Yep.
We can't say that about Magic. We can't say that about Kareem. We can't say that about Kobe. We can't say that about a lot of people who have almost as many rings and because then you get into the MVP talk. Then you get like the stuff you did as an individual on top of what did your team do? Mike, the 72 win Bulls. Okay? Winning the championship, having 2 3-peats. You know what I'm saying? Like all of it, you put it all together. It's a softball.
But the thing is, I could almost make the argument the way you criticize LeBron, people don't even criticize the logo the way you do him, and he ain't even his junk was way worse.
Because we don't bring Jerry West up.
That's things more like when we brought LeBron into the GOAT conversation, that was when he became subject to all of the criticism that he
like when you get under the microscope,
that's
what happens.
It is absolutely because you're talking about we're splitting hairs here as far as like the criteria and everything, but like that's why people are going to obviously analyze it as much as it does get analyzed, because there's legitimately people bringing him like me who obviously not only bring him in the conversation, who say he's a good, and like when that happened, he was subject to all of the criticism that just like Jordan was. Okay, so just like if we were bringing anybody up, to be as good as Jordan, that's also going to bring subject Jordan to all of that criticism as well. That's accepted, right? I mean,
there's negative talk on both sides.
Right. Yeah, that's accepted on that because we're splitting hairs so much, I think, because of like you're gonna go with like whoever thinks these two things.
I'm weak. Not the Laminion.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
Yeah.
Like we gotta when it comes to this conversation, the reason why I stand on every single thing that I say. And it's like I said, and this is enough everybody up here, I'm the only one who met this motherfucker in person.
Oh shit. It's finna get real.
Like I had this conversation with him in real time.
Who?
Oh shit.
LeBron.
Okay.
Oh shit. It's finna get real.
I was an extra when they were shooting Trainwreck. I was an extra in that movie.
Oh, fucking A. That's awesome.
And we played basketball at Hoop City in New York.
Right.
Like we had this conversation. Because everybody was talking to him and bringing some of this bullshit up, and it was crazy. He a big, like I said, you don't realize how big this motherfucker is until you see him in person.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Like I said, it's when if you're going to compare and separate the goods from the greats and the greats from the greatest, we gonna be splitting hairs.
For sure.
It's gonna come down to the most minute things. You played crappy in 2 NBA finals. You got swept in 2. There's a lot of things that get the rolling that you got to look at and be like, well, that never happened to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things, like being like, and there's question marks on the ones that you did win. Question marks. Like when you beat
don't say the bubble. Don't say the bubble. Don't say the bubble.
I'm gonna get there.
Fuck that bubble.
You beat the Thunder in the shortened NBA season. Okay, and those were kids. Everybody want to say, "Oh, he beat MVPs." I was like, they were kids. Kevin Durant, Russ, Harden, they were kids. They not who the players who we see today. They're not. They weren't those guys.
They weren't allowed to be really because it was all 4 of them. Yeah.
I don't know if they were allowed or not.
Well, I'm saying it was all 4 of them on the same team, so they obviously can't. There's a lot of shots. You know,
yeah. Then you get the Ray Allen shot.
Yeah.
That's a bounce here or there. He loses. Like, no, these are just questions. All I'm saying is, if that doesn't happen, that's another L. And I hate doing the hypotheticals, but these are what happened. This is what people use against him. Is what I'm trying to show you. This is what people use against him.
I can use the same argument. We don't know. Just like we don't know if the Warriors would have beat Jordan. We don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're going to bring up hypotheticals, we're gonna bring up hypotheticals all the way around.
Yeah.
But the hypotheticals for LeBron are gonna kick him in the ass. If Kyrie doesn't hit that shot, what happens?
Mm-hmm.
No. Granted, my only argument, and this is how I personally feel as a fan. Y'all don't have to agree with me. I do feel like for certain championships have a different way, even though they don't do it. The spectators do numbers, and the reason I say that because the city of Cleveland was ass. They never won anything, so I do hold a little bit of weight on.
So they got one championship. You know, the Chicago Bulls never won a championship before Michael Jordan got there, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, but
now they got 6.
I think too.
Okay, that's good and dandy. But as far as like, wasn't it like an 80?
So how does the Cleveland one hold more weight?
No. Listen. Wasn't it 70 or 80? How many years did they had? They all the teams.
The Bulls never won one in their history.
No, I'm saying that's good. I'm saying though, what was the drought? Was it 70 or 80 years?
It don't matter. They did the same thing, but Michael did it better.
Okay, I'll give you that. Listen, I'll give you that. I'm just asking what was the thing? What was the
It could have been 100 years. They got 1. Mike got the Bulls 6.
You's a hater, bro.
That's called
facts. Because I'm just putting in perspective the drought, and I was talking.
Man.
The only reason I was bringing this up because the Browns was ass, and then all the other teams. Now, granted, Jordan did it better. That's cool. No, Jordan did it better. That's cool. But I'm saying to this day, still the rest of the teams is ass. That's all I was saying. That's it, man.
You looking at the White Sox or something? Okay.
I guess I have a question for you guys. Here's what we'll get into. Like, so is it the greatness of the player against the players and the generation he played against, or is it the greatness of the player as a whole against all generations throughout the history of the NBA?
Against a whole in all generations.
Wow. Okay. Then I think that's LeBron, dude. I mean, I think it is because dude, the talent pool went up big time for one. Absolutely. There was no athlete evolution between when Jordan played and when LeBron played right now.
There's no evolution.
There's no. I'm saying was there athlete evolution? There definitely was.
Can I ask you a question?
It
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever heard of Chris Webber?
Yes, 100%.
Do you think Chris Webber can't play in today's NBA?
I think that Chris Webber is a perfect example of who could play in today's NBA.
What about Derek Coleman?
Who?
Derek Coleman.
Oh, Derek Coleman will dominate
No.
this. He'll dominate. What?
What?
Derek Coleman was a post
Did you
player.
just say Derek Coleman couldn't play in this
He
league?
said Derek Coleman.
Okay, yes, he could play in today's NBA, I'm sure. I'm not saying that they couldn't play. I'm saying the talent pool was deeper. It is
Which means
deeper
you're
now.
playing with better
It's
talent
deeper
too,
now.
correct?
Yes, it does.
So it's
But it
still
also
even.
makes you play against better players every night.
So
Most
it's
of you play against
still.
better players.
So
Derek
it's-
Coleman will
so it's
dominate
still
this
even then.
league.
So wait, Mel,
He didn't have any
Mel, don't you agree though? The speed of the game has increased since when Michael started it. He created it, but I'm saying
the
it's still
speed of the
faster.
game. Yeah, that's fine. The speed of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the genesis came from Michael. So what I'm saying, he started it, but him leaving it's just faster than it was back then. Period.
Okay, what does that got to do with
it?
I'm saying some players could keep up, but I'm saying that does.
I think we should probably
negate a lot of players that couldn't probably keep up with what was going on.
We have to cut style of play out of it just because like it is different. And LeBron played when Michael did it, and this
is John Stockton keeping up with Allen Iverson? Is John Stockton keeping up with Allen Iverson?
No.
He never could.
No, it's different style. Allen Iverson is from the 90s, though.
Style of play. It's a different style of play, too, though.
But Allen Iverson is from the 90s.
I'm still talking about this speed in general. I'm just talking. We doing comparison. We doing like if he's talking about the pool and the skill and the speed and stuff being different from then to there. I guess that's what we're saying. But y'all got the physicality.
Okay, could Draymond Green guard Shaquille O'Neal or Patrick Ewing?
Hell no.
He's not a 5 though.
He's gonna be a
he's a 5
he
in
was
this
playing
NBA.
the 5.
In today's
he's gonna be ejected.
Yeah, don't talk to me about speed and could this person stick up with this? And that's fine.
No, Mel. I gave you physicality. No. I was saying physicality, y'all got. I was saying the speed and the style of game changed. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like I understand the style of I'm cool with the style of play changing.
We're agreeing on that, and also saying that it doesn't take that much weight as far as like what we're talking about as far as GOAT as well, though, too. Because like I don't think it matters. Because if you're the GOAT, you can play in any generation, right? I mean, you can play in every style of play.
Yeah. So I still say LeBron. He played against 26 Hall of Famers. I do agree with Chris Bouchard on that end.
That's why it's so
Jordan
hard,
didn't play against 26.
What 26 Hall of Famers?
That's why it's so hard though. Is like
he didn't name them.
Oh, let's name it. KD.
Oh God.
Kyrie.
He's exactly. He is conceding a lot of.
Hey, Zamar, you got to give me a bona fide Hall of Fame list, and a lot of those players you named are not there yet.
What you mean? Wait, pause. You don't think KD?
Okay, okay. So KD,
yeah,
KD, Steph.
Yes, KD, Curry. You think Clay making the Hall of Fame?
You want to put all right? We'll put Clay and Draymond in there. Fine.
Westbrook Harden.
Okay.
That's 4.
Okay. Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy
Duncan, Parker, Ginobili. That's 5.
Jimmy, yeah.
Tony Parker, Ginobili.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Nowitzki. Dirk.
You got Dirk,
Jason Kidd.
That's young Jason Kidd.
I don't know if Jason Terry getting
Melo.
No.
You got Melo.
He played with Melo.
Yeah,
he played against Melo too, though.
Not in the finals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the final. I'm sorry. My bad. What's his name?
See, the problem is they multiplied how many times they played the same person in the finals.
He also did it. He also did that with Stockton and Malone though too. So it's actually not 9. It's actually 7.
It's multiplying.
He did it with Stockton and Malone though too.
Hold
on. But he played the Spurs and the daggone Heat. I mean, the Warriors. Of his 10 times going to the finals, 7 were between those two teams.
But shouldn't that actually factor though? Like that's still. I get what you're saying. He's saying times played a Hall of Famer, not Hall of Famers played. I get what you're saying. Like you're saying like, yes, he just said like, okay, so the same 3 were on the fucking on 2 teams, right? So you're going to pick in 6 and not 3. I get what you're saying. Like, I think he did that with Jordan's though too. He did, because it was like,
right, but that's because they want the number to seem larger than what it is.
for sure. I agree with you. But like, I don't know. Talent pool, I feel like it's just deeper now. Like there's
see, the problem with this argument is it's because it's tied into style of play. That's where the divide is going to happen, because people love to say that the guys today are more skilled.
I don't know.
But I will always argue they're allowed to showcase their skill more because teams back in the day actually ran offenses. The game. That's why the pace, the game pace was so slow, was because they ran offenses. And it wasn't 4 corners and we're going to run a high pick and roll and we're going to pick and pop all day.
And you also got to give it to the NBA. You also got to give it to the NBA for the rules changes that came down the turnpike too, to allow these offenses to be what they are.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say on a whole, yes, there are more skilled players, but there aren't positions. Like there was a place for a guy like a Dennis Rodman who was an offensive liability, but he brought you defense and rebounds.
Right.
Yeah.
There is no place for that guy in this version of the NBA.
No.
I think Draymond's like kind of that version of that guy, right?
Yeah.
That would be like Draymond, sort of, because I think Draymond's very limited. Very limited.
Think about the guys. Think about a guy like Craig Hodges. Craig Hodges, if he played in today's game, he's a starter.
Yep.
A guy like B.J. Armstrong, a guy like Mark Price, those types of guys.
Oh shit.
Their whole career is different playing in this type of an NBA.
The whole trajectory.
I think Oscar Robertson would probably be the best example of that, as far as like a guy who played in an older generation that would probably be perfect as far as skill-wise go.
A guy like Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
6'8", yeah, that's very much. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But the way that the league was played, he couldn't really do the things that makes Penny great because the paint was so compact. And it was just, you couldn't see the athleticism on its full display on a night in and night out basis.
Right.
The way you can see it today.
That's why it's so hard, because the styles of play definitely, I feel like the 90s and the 80s style of play kind of pigeonholed guys into different roles that they then completely took into and got better at those certain things that it took to play that role, instead of like now it's literally almost just, it's every 5 guys, everybody shoots threes, everybody, everybody does everything. It's like it did.
You have stretch fours and you say, the center is damn near non-existent.
Specialized with the positions.
Position is basketball. That's what it is. Position is basketball.
A guy like Detlef Schrempf, like he was a stretch 4
shooter,
but because the NBA wasn't built like that, Tony Kukoc, stretch 4. But because the NBA wasn't built for that, their skill set was kind of like, don't worry about it.
It was they got pigeonholed. They got kind of like, they got put into a box, and it was like, that was what they did. And like, for sure. Yeah. So, but I think for the sake of the argument, we can all agree that Jordan could have played today. And I think definitely LeBron could have played back then. It's what player would they have been? Would LeBron got pigeonholed into being a 4, into being a Carmel? You know what I'm saying? Like, into being a Carmel.
Yeah, like LeBron would have had LeBron's adjustment would have been slightly harder, only because the way it depends on where you put him. Because the point forward wasn't a thing until Scotty.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That would have been how his game would have been.
Because outside of that, he would have had to be. He would have had to be a 4. He would have been Larry Johnson.
Yeah. I was gonna say like Sean Kemp, or like Karl Malone is kind of like that kind of thing. Yeah, like you would have pigeonholed him in, and he would have done one thing. They would have just had him screening, which is the weird, like not being the guy who's coming off the screen, which is
right. And especially with him not being a great jump shooter earlier in his career.
Yeah. So that's why it's so tough. That's why it's so tough, because I feel like they both evolved differently because of the way they were like, dude, Mike was a shooting guard. Mike was a shooting guard of like, he's the perfect example of a shooting guard in that 90s NBA. Like that's a shooting guard. That's what the 6'6" dude.
The thing about it is the offense pigeonholed Mike, because when Mike had to play point guard, he was averaging double-digit assists.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like when they put the ball in his hand and said, "Look, we need you to do this," he did it. Like when they put him in the quote-unquote LeBron position where they said, "Run the team," he did that. Like he complete. Like that's why I said that 88 season he averaged 37 and was averaging 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Like that was him. That's who that stopped the point for him not passing as much came from the offense that he was in, because now it was all about ball movement, not the player moving the ball.
So
it always comes to this. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It always comes to this point in this argument where I feel like I have to say, dude, MJ was my favorite player ever growing up, dude. I have like little pictures when I was like 7, like drawing MJ fucking pictures and stuff. And like, he was my favorite player. And then like, I actually had the legitimate opinion that LeBron was better after seeing him. Yes, I've seen way more of LeBron, dude. Like seen way more of LeBron, like live action. I obviously got to see a little bit of the late Jordan stuff, like not Wizards Jordan stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, I've obviously watched a ton of highlights and things like that, but I'm saying like, I was a huge Jordan fan. I'm putting Jordan 1 or 2. There's that, like, they have separated themselves from me as like the 2 greatest of all time. I feel like you guys, a lot of the time, you shit on LeBron so much that you're knocking him down past like that's why I said at the beginning, I was like, can we agree that at least there's a 1, 2, and then everybody else type of thing? Because I feel like I'm giving Jordan that, dude. I'm saying that like Jordan is either 1 or 2. I'm admitting that, and like I said, I was a huge Jordan. I still am a huge Jordan fan.
Mel, where do you rank LeBron in your top 10?
I think
do you even put him in top 10?
That's the thing, is like, if that's going on, that's hate. They even know.
You are a true hate. That's wrong. He's at least top 10, Mel. That's wrong. That's wrong, Mel. You dead ass wrong. You know you wrong for
biased.
That. Okay, so
how can I look? The funny thing about this is
you dead ass wrong. You dead ass
wrong. How can I be wrong in my opinion?
You're right.
That's a hell of a question, man.
No. If you are being unbiased, if you are being objective,
I'm being unbiased.
But you're sure fucking acting like I'm wrong in my opinion.
Yeah,
like
because no. See, what me having him in the top 10 or not having him in my top 10 is an opinion. Everything that we've been talking about has been factual things that have happened.
No. Okay, no. What I'm saying is this. Okay, when I hate on Draymond and don't give him props, that's me being biased. But me saying that, okay, Draymond is a good defender. I don't like him, but he does defend when he was at his peak. That's me giving. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But I'm asking you unbiasedly, completely in perspective. You do not put him in the top 10 period of all time?
No.
Wins and statistics are the only thing that are factual in sports, by the way.
So wins and statistics. But where do you
wins and statistics are the only thing that's factual.
Where do I play statistics?
No, where do you place LeBron? Where do you place LeBron?
If it's after 10, it's not even like that's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous.
Okay, well, at least you didn't put
Why is it ridiculous?
That's ridiculous, dude.
Why is it ridiculous?
Hold on, we're not gonna wait. Listen, we gotta wrap this show up in a minute. I'm giving you guys both.
This shit finna go all day.
Both of y'all get 60 seconds, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Go ahead, Dan.
I am so reeling from the fact that you don't have him in your top 10 NBA. Like, what in the fuck is going? I feel like, dude, you made so many good arguments for Jordan, and now they're all negated by the fact that you don't put LeBron in the top 10.
Well, we're about to wrap it
it's up. Like that's such a biased. It's just such a biased thing. I feel like you were never going to do it. You were never going to do it in the first place. If LeBron goes with this Lakers team and wins the next 2 NBA finals, you still will say that Michael Jordan is better. He'll still say it. He'll still say it.
No.
If he wins 8 in the next 4 years, he gets 4 more.
Mel, if LeBron gets 2 more rings, will you move him up to top 10?
Will he move up? Yes.
Will he be in the top 10, period?
If he gets 2 more, of course.
Okay. All right.
Unbelievable.
Well, anyway, we're going to wrap up. We're going to wrap up.
No, that's the thing. He ain't getting them.
All-time.
This was a wonderful debate of player versus
that Lakers team suck right now.
The LeBron versus the Lehaters fans. And I just want to end this with having 2 things. And first of all, like and subscribe. This was a wonderful episode. And make sure you
subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. The football show, you will see Mel. Hopefully not hating on nobody tomorrow at 5 p.m.
I have
we beating everybody because they forgot Cam was 6'5".
Oh,
260.
But anyway,
they must have forgot.
Yep.
We gonna end this show. I'm gonna have Mel, I'm gonna have Dan go first, say something negative about LeBron, and I'm gonna have Mel go last and say something positive about LeBron. Go
Oh
ahead, Dan.
Lord.
Oh, something negative about LeBron?
Yes.
Okay. He definitely couldn't shoot for the first like 10 years. I mean, he was not an NBA level shooter, and he has disappeared in times where they definitely needed him not to disappear. That's
Unbiased.
100%. Like I'm not biased at all. I just think he's clearly got fucking weaknesses. So does Michael Jesus Jordan. He's got weaknesses too.
Oh, no.
Right? Like there's
I never said he didn't. That's the whole thing.
Okay. Well, Mel, go ahead. Tell us something positive you could say about LeGoat James.
She's just poking. She's just poking.
She's dragging it.
Yeah,
LeGoat James. What about LeGoat James? Say something positive.
No, like I said, he has the greatest longevity of any NBA basketball player to ever touch a basketball.
I'm so proud of you. Good job, Mel.
No, it's not. I'm not. The thing about it is, I don't hate. I just point out facts. But longevity does not equal greatness.
It's impressive. It's a feat. It's definitely.
It is no. It is definitely a feat. I'm 100% behind that. Like it takes a lot of luck and.
See now he's taking backhanded shots.
No, it's no. It does take luck. It takes luck to avoid injury playing that long. That's
not luck.
That's not a back.
He invested $1 million in his body.
That's physically he's
that's
always
a whole
been.
other thing.
Yeah.
Mel. Okay, so
he didn't need service in the 90s playing against those fucking bums.
Okay, so this is the argument. I'm just gonna break it down. I'm gonna do the Jerry Springer final thoughts. Daniel thinks LeBron is a freak of nature, a physical phenom, and Mel thinks that is not enough to be the GOAT, greatest of all time player. And we're going to end that on that note. Thank y'all for coming through. Come to another episode of Player versus Team. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
This is a pretty good sum up. It's pretty close.